Hi folks, how are you doing? This is Sjsrana, Sjsrana reporting for world events for November 12th IST, which is about 5 a.m. IST. So for November 12th, we are looking at the sun directly facing Earth. As you can see, it looks like some alien figure directly watching over the Earth. So if you can see, it's not Halloween anymore, it's gone. We had a wonderful face of sun on Halloween on October 31st. Scary scary look of the sun at that time, but right now if you look at it, we see a perfect sun which is like given like alien look or overshadow over the Earth. Obviously we are aware aliens visitors, we are aware they keep visiting Earth, and they are always watching, they are always surveilling planet Earth. As you are aware, I don't want to divulge much about ETs and aliens because that'll be divulging the universal fact. That's not my part, folks. So but yeah, definitely sun looks very spooky, and it looks directly facing the Earth. I told you 3-4 days back that a lot of CMEs will occur now. I predicted you already on November 8th and 7th after the elections that we will face a lot of CMEs. So what we're going to discuss in this topic in this podcast is basically the US economy. We're also going to discuss a lot about the COP29, the global warming effects and the events. And we're going to look at the Trump's tariff plan, how he's going to make sure that jobs are back in US, manufacturing are back in US. Also, we're going to look at Tesla, how Tesla is going to assure the promise. We're also going to look at the next CJI, 51 CJI of India, which is Honorable Sanjeev Khanna, who is taken the lead now, and we'll see how he's going to materialize what has been pending in the India courts. Mostly the most important Supreme Court factor is material, which is marital rape laws, and also he's going to do some sort of more investigations into how and what can be done on the bonds, which are the electoral bonds, and much more is going to wrath which has to be averted or which they must be careful about. So as a personal disclaimer, I say Sjsrana has never taken anything from in form of any way, which is cash, money, visa, international visa, bounties, car, vehicle. Yeah, no car, no vehicle, no property, nothing from the racist faces, devils delivery agents of India, which have been serving constantly, relentlessly the devils of India, racist faces, devils. Some of them are rapists also for past 1 year, constantly around my neighborhood. So as you are aware, the world leadership is aware. Not many folks you are aware, but those who are participating, the fraudsters, the India scammers, thugs around my neighborhood are all aware. So, okay, folks, coming back to my personal clip, which I share all the time, so that people are aware that the time I leave and time I come, so that there are a lot of international guild, international community which wants to know, my daily chores and if I am visible around my neighborhood. So just so that they are clear, international leadership also aware that I do it, and I don't come under state-sponsored terrorism or local sex trafficking agents, delivery agents who are basically omitting the original personality all the time as Sjsrana. So as you can see, I'm about to leave the residence, which is here Villa 77 on Galaxy Enclave, and as you can see, the time is about 13:30 hours IST. Yeah, it's Indian Standard Time. So it's about November 11th, about 13:30 IST Indian Standard Time. As you can see, I'm about to leave for some errands, important work I have to complete, and then I'll be back around 9 p.m. On November 11th, 9 p.m. IST Indian Standard Time. So as you can see, it takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to leave and to complete the whole setup. But as I have been telling all along that around my neighborhood there is a lot of sex trafficking going on since 2023 till 2024 up till now. It has ended, as I can sense, for almost 15-20 days, but it's still going on in the secret. But before 2024, 2023, the whole year was a massive sex trafficking India agencies, state sponsored terrorism and sex trafficking of females around my neighborhood over here, which you can see. So I saw a lot of strangers which barged into neighborhood. A lot of strangers started residing, and they were capturing, grabbing females, girls, raping daily here and there, and whatnot was going on. All the nonsense, capturing, grabbing everything, every time, everywhere. They will just drool around. They will hover around my neighborhood over here, because, as you know, wherever I go in my neighborhood, the sex trafficking of India starts. Yep, the India state-sponsored terrorism starts with sex trafficking of females and girls around my neighborhood, and they're mostly picked by the renegade government officials of India, also picked mostly by the racist, fascist, rapist devils of India. So mostly they will grab, hijack, terrorize females also. I've come to know this is only through spiritual sense. As you are aware, I told you many times, I don't talk to my neighbor over here, because many of them do side with the sex trafficking. I don't know why they don't speak on that. So that's where I avoid. You never know who's raping, who's doing a marital rape inside houses, who is basically siding with the India sex trafficking, or who is siding with the sex devils of India. So I don't talk with them, despite knowing that this is going on. I've been always telling, and always telling you, that I will never participate in India sex trafficking agency, where they deliver a female at some hours, night hours mostly, and it is kept, stored, captured, hijacked in some room in villa, and that villa is known to all the perverts, predators, the racist, fascist, rapist of India, who will come and rape the female at given time and location. So it's been said something like metaphor, more on game centric. It's been going on since 2023 and 2024 also. The whole time they have been sex trafficking females over here around my neighborhood openly, without any fear of law and order, because most of the renegade officials, most of the officials themselves are participating and enjoying females, girls delivery. Who would not like to rape in India? That's a question. I leave it on to you. Yeah, that's a big question about India. Only in India you can say that, who will not like to rape a female? Only in India you can openly say that, who will not like to rape a female in India? Given an opportunity to these people, most of them, which I tell you all the time, 8 out of every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, and original personality as Sjsrana. So that's the reason why you will never find India population falling as Sjsrana. But you can find world people, world population, world other people, leadership will always try to track and follow as Sjsrana, because of the predictions, because of what I say, what I tell them, what I give them, the insights about the humanity and what's going on planet Earth. So that's the reason why India people don't follow. You'll never find them following on my YouTube. You never found them following on my other, which is now hijacked by Zuckerberg, my Instagram, my Threads profile, my Facebook profile, have all been hijacked by Zuckerberg. So this Zuckerberg virus we have to deal now. It's time we have to end this Zuckerberg virus, which is basically manipulating the data, the information, and it did a lot during the 2020 elections, where the Trump could not post his post on on Facebook because of the Zuckerberg virus. So this Zuckerberg virus is the biggest threat to humanity now, and I already declared at least 2 weeks before, and specifically before the US elections, that Zuckerberg virus is hijacking accounts of human rights activists, and he's promoting the culture of pornography. He's promoting the culture of child pornography on his social posts. So this is the virus we have to tackle now. So, folks, coming back to the sex trafficking industry of India, which is the largest and the fastest growing industry. So, you'll find all around your neighborhood, females are being stored, captured, hijacked, and terrorized by the terrorists of India. The terrorists are racist, fascist, rapist devils of India. These are the main terrorists. But India government will never call the racist, fascist, rapist, devil association a terrorist association. No. India government will never call that, because why? It wants to promote the culture of raping culture. You have seen the marital rape laws, how India takes the stand, the government, the Union of India against the Supreme Court on marital rape laws. So this is, you have to understand India government very, very deeply. Unless you understand deeply, you will be befooled by them. They are very good in befooling the world, presenting snake oil every time, and basically even massaging snake oil on the other nations. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. If they can allow marital rapes in India, they allow raping culture of females in India, they allow subjugation of females in India. You no wonder why 700 plus million females of India never protest against the marital rapes promoted by India government, because they fear the state-sponsored terrorism, folks. That's as simple as that. You will never find 700 million females protesting against the marital rapes, which are going across the bedrooms, washroom, houses of India daily. And the liquor drinking husband of India are forcing, whatnot, unnatural sex, mostly the mouth sex. So that's the liquor drinking his husbands or males of India forcing mouth sex on India females married. And either they divorce or either they continue daily, and they do continue daily because of the state sponsored terrorism they fear. They never raise voice against marital rape laws in India. That's the females, folks. So you can understand the amount of terrorism of India state sponsored terrorism. Even the females cannot speak outrightly that they want to protest against the marital rapes of India males. Yep, that's the state sponsored terrorism of India, folks, in front of your eyes. So one of the branch of state-sponsored terrorism of India, also the shadow government, is the sex trafficking of females, human trafficking and sex trafficking. Sex trafficking is very popular in India. Why? Because it's rejuvenating the youth. It's giving them the drug they want, which is sex. The youths want sex, and the drugs is supplied by the state-sponsored terrorism of India with a branch known as India Sex Trafficking Industry, the fastest and the largest growing industry, serving all renegade officers of government, also serving all racist faces devil association of India. Wherever there is racism, fascism in India, the right wing radicals, they will be supplied female Senegal free of cost daily. That's the promise of the state sponsored terrorism of India. That's a branch of India, and it daily delivers females around neighborhood, and they want to act females like animals or sex objects. So they have to be silent. They are not supposed to be seeing outside. They're supposed to be captured, hidden somewhere around the villa in my neighborhood. Somewhere in the villa they're hidden, and at a right time and location, a racist faces devils, maybe a renegade officer of India, will come and arrive and rape the female. And once they rape them, there is no question asked, and they say just rape and forget. Or the other popular method around here is, which is basically grab the female by hand, grab the female by neck, grab the female first, then run and then rape. And after that, once you have raped, you can do marriage, and after marriage you can marital rape daily. So you can daily marital rape, because the female becomes sex slave after she gets married in India. So I tell you folks openly, once a female is married in India, she's a lifelong sex slave to the husband. A husband can demand sex, mouth sex, other sorts of sex, whatever the carnal sex desires are, any time to the Indian females. And Indian females will never protest. You will never see them protesting. There are 700 million Indian females in India. So you can laugh along with me, because I am a monk. I don't participate in sex at all of any kind. And I am a monk for last 8-9 years. I don't participate in any sort of sexual activity, because I've seen the dead end of the sex. It's not that I don't want to raise a family, I don't want to have a family, but yeah, I don't want to do it just for sex. That's the simple thing. But yes, around my vicinity, everywhere sex trafficking is going on. They're capturing female. They're basically terrorizing female. They're hijacking them, and they are saying them not to meet the original personality as Sjsrana, even if they have come to meet me around over here. It has been This monkey business has been going on for over a year. Since 2023, the monkey business around my neighborhood has been going on, and you are well aware who all are running the monkey business. It's like a real estate of Jeffrey Epstein. If you know what Jeffrey Epstein was and his real estate, which is Pedophile Island, popularly known across the world, yeah, the same kind of concept is deployed everywhere. The real estate Jeffrey Epsteins are everywhere now. They want more and more females. They can terrorize, exploit, hijack, and they can capture and store in some villa. In that villa, only the sex devils will come, and they will rape the females relentlessly, and they can either terrorize them, not to speak, or they can say we'll blame someone else, or we'll kill your loved ones over here. So the tactics they deploy, which is under state-sponsored terrorism of India, is that female is captured in a villa around my neighborhood somewhere, and some terrorist, rapist, racist faces devil of India will come and rape them, and we terrorize them that not to speak. If you speak, we are going to kill or murder your loved ones. Yep, they could be their father, they could be their mother, they could be her sister, they could be her brother or someone they love. They are going to terrorize them that we're going to kill that person. So that sort of state terrorism is going in India. The most popular branch is India sex trafficking females, which is approximately 80 million females, girls daily traded in India. Traded, exchange. It's like an exchange. It's like a human right exchange running in India. Yep, it's a complete traded exchange. just like you have a NSE, National Stock Exchange, and you have BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. So they have a national sex exchange where the females are exchanged, traded, and transferred, transported, and hijacked, terrorized, then raped, then basically sold again, again, and again and again. This will keep going on forever, folks. And this is the power the political parties are gaining now. With sex as a drug popular among the youths of India, they want this to be keep going silently. Yep, nobody should raise voice. You know what happened to Calcutta doctor? The doctor. So, okay, folks, let's spend few minutes on some of the excellent picks by Donald Trump after gaining the presidency. So he has made one pick, excellent pick of Representative Elsie Stefanik on the on heading towards the ambassador for the United Nations. So she'll be serving as the ambassador for United Nations. That's an excellent pick, I tell you, which Trump has made. And also he has made another pick, which is excellent, which was former ICE director, which is Tom Hoffman. He's a wonderful person, a person who is dedicated for securing the borders of the U.S., which we need all the time. And Tom Hoffman has an excellent career in defending the U.S. from the illegal migrants, illegal immigration, drug cartels, sex trafficking people, personal cartel, and also other cartel which are human trafficking, which are also other the imports, illegal imports of goods or illegal imports of animals, which are getting into the U.S. So Tom Hoffman has an excellent career as ICE director. Now he'll be the direct heading the whole national security plan. Yep, that's the wonderful pick by Trump again. So he has given the promise, and he has basically served his promise that he will make sure that America is great again. Not only that, but he is also making America safe again. So it is like MAGA and MAFA. MASA sort of, Masa and MAGA. So that's converged together, which is Make America Great Again and Make America Safe Again. So under Make America Safe Again plan, he's going to do a lot of things. Specifically, as I've told you, in the first 100 days, we are expecting a lot of things he will deliver. And about Trump, like whatever the promises he make, he'll deliver. So that's why the American people, over 300 million, chose, most of them chose Republicans and Donald Trump. So I'm saying that's something which is going to be two events going to occur together, which is Make America Great Again and Make America Safe Again. So MAGA and MASA. So these two events are going to occur consistently, and also he is going to assure that the illegal migrants, which have been basically barging into the U.S. for past many years now, at least 2 or 3 more years in past, and that will be put to an end. So we will see how Bob Hoffman puts the new plan, and congratulations to both of these excellent servicemen to the U.S. And these events will make sure that this illegal immigrants, the illegal sorry, I don't want to call that trespassing morons, but yeah, they are trespassing people, and they have to be put to an end. And that's most important to any nation, whether it's China, whether it's India, whether it's Russia, whether it's US, whether it's UK, Australia, Canada, whosoever it is. Even Canada is basically looking to this measure now, that it's going to be very tight on immigrations. It's going to be very tight on illegal immigrants entering into the Canada. So all the nations are gearing up, folks, and let's give them a round of applause. Okay, folks, very interesting news and very interesting episode. Ever since Trump has won the elections, Republicans have gained the ground. It's all turned red. But yeah, it's not red on the Wall Street. It's only red on the states of US, which is 52 plus states, and it's not red on the Wall Street, folks. It's the opposite. Wall Street is having best of the bull run. Can you see that? The Dow Jones has already reached 44,000 mark. Yep, the Dow Jones is now 44,000 mark strong, and even the S&P has rallied like anything. So both S&P and Dow Jones are rallying. S&P has been touching 6,000, folks. The number is very critical, and we are seeing this bull run. It is the confidence the U.S. citizens and the world leadership has on U.S. now. They have full confidence, and that's why they're investing back in the U.S. And that's why the Dow Jones is rallying anything, and S&P is touched 6,000, folks. So on the Bitcoin, yep, Bitcoin has also gained tremendous strength. It is crossed 87,000 mark, $87,000 mark, folks, which was a terrific technical battleground, and people thought it will never cross 87,000. It was technical barrier, but it has crossed that, and it's now trading above 88,000 dollar Bitcoin. Can you imagine that? And that's all due to the confidence the world leadership, everybody is posing into the US, because I told you way before that once Donald Trump, or once there's a stable hand in the US as a president, world leadership will flock and invest into the US, and that's what they're doing right now. And it will continue till the Trump remains the president, because everybody knows Trump is a very strong person. He's a very strong financial hand, and he's proven as a business tycoon. Already he has shown to the world that he can make deals, and he can make very good deals, which is beneficial to all. So that's the confidence you are seeing in the US economy now, folks. Nothing else. It's simple confidence of the world leadership into the president of the United States, the 47th president, who will be Trump now. And that's why I've been telling you all along. I've been posting almost daily podcast before election and after election. I was very sincere on it, because I was knowing what is going to change for the US now. And it was very important for some stable government, very good government, which has to run effectively finances, job markets. The outsourcing must stop of the US. The jobs outsourcing has to abandon. It has to totally be abolished, and all the manufacturing plants which are outside of US must be brought back to the US. And that's going to be the foremost pledge vow of the president of the United States, Trump, and that is what we're going to see after 2025, folks. That is about to get ready. Republicans close to the House get the majority, and Washington, as you can see, all these people have become the most prominent and liked face, and this has become something of you can say a hysteria. It's like a nostalgia going on into the US. And the House Senate has basically gained the majority by Republicans. They only have now to secure four more seats, as I can see. Okay, four more seats, which they can get for Pennsylvania. They can get from the swing states. The four more seats, and they'll be the majority, declared majority, as the Republicans will control the House. In the lower house also they'll control, and the upper house we already know. So the fact is, this is how it has gone. And what happens to the Zuckerberg virus in this rally of the United States, the mega rally of United States? Dow Jones reaching 44,000 mark and S&P 6,000 mark. The Zuckerberg virus company, social media, which is Meta Platforms Inc., as you can see, is underperforming. It's like an underdog now, and it will remain underdog whole of this 4 5 years and much more, because Zuckerberg virus will be split now, folks. The social media of Zuckerberg, Instagram, Threads, Facebook will be split now. I told you, I predicted you way before that this is going as a battleground now. I've already picked Zuckerberg as the head of Devil Association, who has been massaging data, doctoring data on the Facebook. He has been massaging the results, and he did a lot of damage during 2020 election of the US, where he basically outcasted Trump. Yep, he outcasted Trump from Facebook. This devil, the virus of Zuckerberg, will exist no more, folks. That I promise you. He had enough. He has possibly also become a sex devil, which I can see from Sixth Sense. He has become a pure sex devil, and he is also a devil to the humanity. So this Zuckerberg virus will be thrown out very soon. It's like a fly running around. The obvious question which you may ask is, was Mark Zuckerberg responsible for Trump assassination? As you are aware, twice assassination ploy attempt was made for Donald Trump. Was Mark Zuckerberg part in it? I'm not saying directly, but part in it. Okay, the other very good information is Tesla has sold. As you can see, you will be surprised. Tesla in recent just 5 6 days after the election has sold almost 40%, folks. Yep, this has become the most favorite company of the US and the world. No wonder people are having lot of faith in Tesla now, and that's the reason why they have propelled Tesla like a rocket. So it's like a SpaceX of Tesla, and the Tesla stocks are behaving like rocket. They are basically a launch pad now, and they're just boosting themselves up. It's a 40% staggering rise. Can you imagine? So Elon Musk must be congratulated again and again for his far-sightedness. I told you way before the election of the US that follow Elon Musk. I told you in many of my past cards that follow Elon Musk, and he is going to lead to the president of the United States. At that time, Elon Musk had yet to declare or endorse the president of the United States. He had yet to do that. I declared that, I proclaimed that during my predictions that please follow Elon Musk. Whosoever he endorses as president will be the president of the United States. You have no idea how much of power, how much of popularity Elon Musk possesses. You have no idea. And he is the running engine of the United States because he is doing a lot of good efforts. Not only you see why he has invested so much into the EV, electronic vehicles. I'll discuss this on the COP29 event, which is I'm going to cover in this podcast. But that's the main reason. His electric vehicles have revolutionized the US, will revolutionize the world, and also he's basically putting a lot of efforts on the space advancement, and we're going to very soon see him progressing to the Mars, and space programs will continue to basically keep progressing until we meet the ET, yeah, the extraterrestrials and the aliens who are watching us all the time. Once they know that we have progressed to a certain level, they will themselves descend to Earth. They will visit us, and that's why they are keeping away. They're just watching us, just like we watch the zoo animals. And once we find an animal in the zoo has progressed to a next level, become far more intelligent the other, then we ourselves human being go and approach that animal. So that's the zoo, but that's what is happening on planet Earth. ETs are watching us, the aliens are watching us from far away or even from near far off, and they'll only approach us once they see we have reached to a certain level of advancement in science and technology. So as you can see here, the news is not hidden anymore. The House may soon belong to the GOP. Yep, the Republicans. They'll be the leaders of the House, and that's what we want to see very soon. And with this, we will know that they will have a very stable hand in the U.S. So they will make the laws. They will execute the laws. They will make sure that America is safe again, and America is great again. So MAGA and Masa and MAGA will both continue under the Republicans' rules for the United States for next 4 years. That's the very interesting news. And as you can see, the party currently needs just 4 seats to maintain its lower chamber majority. And current vote totals Republicans ahead in 8 of the 18 still undecided contests. So they are leading already, and pretty sure they'll have the majority in the lower house as well. As I've been telling, this is just a matter of time. So, folks, very good news going around here, and a lot of new policies will be made. Immigration reforms will be delivered by GOP, and also we'll see how the illegal migrants, the trespassing people, criminals, will be warded off from the US all and forever. And there'll be very straight laws which are coming ahead. So, okay, on the economic fronts, the US citizens are loving the tax cuts. Yep, they are jubilating. They are basically ecstatic because Trump will be bringing up the tax cuts to the US. And this is a view graph which you can take a look what it will cost towards the tax cuts by Donald Trump, and it's basically going to be no tax for the uh, overtime, no tax on overtime. That's huge cost which he's going to reduce, and he's going to make sure it goes in the pocket of the people who are doing overtime. No taxes on tips. Yep. So whatever tips you pay at the restaurant or at the Delhi or at wherever you go and enjoy your meals, you have to pay no tax on the tips. That's another good thing. And no taxes on social security benefits. Yep, whatever benefits you receive, it will not be taxed anymore. That's what Trump has promised, and we'll see will he deliver it in the first 100 days after he takes the office. And also, a keen area of interest will also be around the current 21% federal corporate tax rate. Trump ran on the agenda of slashing that to even to 15%, but even after suggesting in private earlier this year that a cut of that magnitude might be too much. So, yep, from 21% corporate tax to 15%, it's a huge promise and it's a huge loss to the income of the treasury. So, will he do that and how will he do that? That's going to be a big ball game. I don't see that's going to be possible. Bringing down corporate tax from 21% to 15%, I don't think that'll be possible. That's a huge, huge slash, and I think somewhere around 18% or 19% is feasible and viable from Trump to do it. But coming down to 15% as a corporate tax cut from 21% is a huge, huge jump forward. And I don't think that's going to work, but let's see how Trump's going to do that. Anyways, the stock market's jumping, they're rejoicing again and again. Okay, we shift our focus momentarily to the India justice system. As you know, CJI Chandrachud has basically completed his 2-year tenure of as being a CJI, which is excellent, marvelous tenure, and he has done a lot of accomplishment during that time. Now Sanjeev Khanna is the CJI of India, current justice, and he is set to deliver a lot of key changes. Basically, the pending major cases are marital rape criminalization to Google antitrust, and also on the corporate bonds, in electoral corporate bonds, electoral bonds, how they play the part in election, and that may be also coming to his table. But he has an excellent career, but his tenure is very short. They have only taken him or given him 6 months, which is I don't think is a good time. It's very short time for a CJI to effectively do something good about the nation. So even though CJI Sanjeev Khanna has lot of good morals, and even CJI Chandrachud had congratulated personally and has told him that this is going to be a good time, but 6 months is quite quite a low time to complete lot of big deals which are pending on the table of Supreme Court. So we'll see. Okay, now on another thing which is quite important in India running on is basically the sex trafficking agencies. I told you, the doctors of India have been relentlessly protesting for past 3 months. It is more than 100 days. The doctors haven't given up the protest because of the murder and brutalization of a doctor inside the hospital. Yep, inside the hospital, a doctor was brutalized, and I told you it's sex trafficking agency of India, but the federal CBI has only charged as a single rape person. One person raped that person. So this doctor rape in Calcutta, Bengal, and a murder of brutalized murder. It's not a simple event. It's a very major event, and also it's a sex trafficking agency of India, the industry which is running all across. So they can basically run anywhere the sex trafficking. It can be inside the house, inside a villa, inside the real estate, inside a hospital, inside what you call the tutoring center or the tuition centers, inside the government-run schools. Yeah, the sex trafficking of India, which is the arm of India state-sponsored terrorism, is expanding like anything, folks. They have 80 million females daily to trade, to exchange, to deliver, to get raped, to be enslaved. They have 80 million females of India. You have no idea how big this industry is. It's already over 100 billion US dollars. India's sex trafficking industry is over 100 billion dollars alone. Forget about the world, because there is 1.6 billion population of India. And what do you think most of the males of India are doing? They are basically always thinking about how to grab a girl. And it's a popular saying in India, who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Folks, come back to the same question which I keep repeating. Who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Who doesn't want to rape a girl in India? Yep, that question sounds very bizarre, very unhealthy, but that's the question right for India. Who doesn't want to rape a female or a girl in India? Apart from sex trafficking industry of India, daily delivering almost trading 80 million females of India, exchanged, traded, sold, exchanged, and given for racist faces, rapist association. There are a lot of associations which are demanding minor girls and girls daily for their daily pleasure of sex. And who doesn't want to rape a female in India? That's the question I ask. Because I keep telling you, every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, and original personality as Sjsrana. Yep, hate mongers are all around, and they have the hate crime against the saints, innocents, original personality as Sjsrana. So the question remains, as you can see, it's only valid for India, not on other nations. Who doesn't want to rape a female in India? So everybody wants some or the other piece of the cake. Yep, the piece of the cake is a female, a minor girl, and everybody wants to have a piece of cake. This is the question why I keep telling you, who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Recently, an SHO was charged and basically suspended because it had asked a female who had come to have the SHO register the complaint of a rape. He said, "You can go and die. We don't care. We are not going to file the rape complaint." So, with that said, the female suicide, it consumed poison in front of the police officers. Yeah, she consumed poison. Can you imagine the state of females in India? They have to consume poison in police station of India to have them registered a rape complaint for the right rapist, not the false rapist, but the right rapist. So imagine the apathy over here of India. A female is consuming poison in police station in front of officers. After they're told they will not register a complaint, she can die if she wants to. Lot of people in India becomes anti Sjsrana, which is me, Surinderjit Rana. They are always having hate crimes against me. Lot of people, I tell you, why? Because I keep reporting the truth, and they don't want to hear the truth. They only want to hear Gurmat Ram Rahim Satsang congregation. That's what India millions and millions of followers want. They love Gurmat Ram Rahim for many reasons, and one of the reasons he is not speaking truth most of the time. But I tell you, what's going in India is basically bizarre, folks. Don't compare your nation with India. In India, popular saying is, who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Most of people are enjoying marital rapes in houses, washroom, bedrooms of India. So that's the question is valid. Who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Because marital rapes are all pervasive. It's happening all around. Liquor drinking husband mostly are forcing mouth sex. Yup, daily mouth sex from India females. Imagine who doesn't want to rape a female in India. So that's the question world community is also asking very soon now. Who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Yep, the sex trafficking agencies delivering, terrorizing, forcing females to have rape, to get raped or to have sex with their associates, which are racist faces, racist devils association of India. Yep, that's one arm of India. That's basically subjugating females to get raped or to have sex forcefully. That's the sex trafficking agency. Then there is marital rapes in India, which is quite popular. People are enjoying females with sex slavery and daily on-demand sex, which is on demand. Anytime they can demand, day and night, 24 hours open, and the females can't approach the court because there are no marital rape laws in India. Thirdly, there are people who are basically raping by force or so basically subjugating females, girls with rape and threats, and people have to climb the towers. Can you imagine the height of apathy? People are climbing the towers, which is a recent incident in Rajasthan. A man climbed the tower, scaled up all the way up, to people to protest against the cops who are not taking action against the rapists. So lot of the time cops are protecting rapists. Yep, lot of the time in India, because bribery and corruption is too high. They'll protect the rapist, the original rapist, and what the cop will do instead, they will put a lame blame anyone around the neighborhood. Yep, they can pick anyone around the neighborhood, just blame that person and put it on their FIR as an accused person, and they will not inform the person. Anyone who is picked by the cops as accused in the rape case, they will not make sure, they will not inform the person whosoever that person is, a saint or innocent. Why? Because they want to run the case in the courts, and they say, oh, we don't know, we don't have the person, we can't get the person, and they linger on, and by 6, 7, 8 months after the court knows what is true and what is false, they will dismantle the case, they will basically dismiss the case. But that accused innocent saint of India will always stand as a rapist. Can you imagine? That's the height of corruption and bribery of India cops. And people are fed up with them because the cops are seen siding with the rapist most of the time. Once the CBI starts probing, which is the Federal Investigating Agency of India, the truth comes to light, and people come to know who actually raped the female minor girl or whatever. But otherwise, if you go and talk to the cops, if the cop is bribed, has been given a lot of money, then cop will basically protect and shield the rapist. That's their official duty, which they perform after having corruption and after getting the money from the rapist. And also they will blame anyone in the neighborhood of a rape. They will blame without any proof. They'll just say that person raped, and they'll write in the diary shamelessly. So this is the monkey business going in India around the rape cases. People are fed up, females are suiciding in police station, and people of India, especially in Rajasthan, climbing towers to protest against the rape, and cops shielding the rapists. That's very popular in India, folks. And Rajasthan, by the way, I tell you, state of India has the highest number of rape cases. Yep, Rajasthan state, which is the capital is Jaipur, is most popular in the world, having the highest rape cases, which are only 10% reported. 90% rape cases of India are not reported. As I told you, corruption is very high, bribery is very high, and police officials can blame anyone and protect the actual rapists in Rajasthan. Hi folks, this is Sjsrana, Surinderjit Rana reporting for November 6th, 2024, time about 10 p.m. IST. So we are going to see a lot of events which are unfolding now. Sun CME is quite silent. We can see sun is a little calm, and the red color of the sun is representing the United States, colored with red. Republicans, all over the states are covered with red now. And we see a landslide victory of Trump, and over 267 seats were secured, and Trump has claimed the victory and we are going to see 47th president of the United States as Donald Trump. So folks, a lot of things to cover, and you may ask why there was a red wave which was unforeseen a few weeks ago, and why it has really swayed the whole US. The US citizens have basically decided this time. There's nothing to do about anything else, but the US citizens have decided the US president should be Donald Trump. So folks, before I complete my coverage, this is my third coverage for the day because it's election special, and we're going to do some digging in, we're going to do some analysis. That's why I'm breaking up into three pieces. I've already covered two pieces today, and this is going to be some other dimension of the US election, how it's going to impact the people now and the world. So before I begin, as usual, I always have my personal disclaimer. So you can see I put it on my website, onewordpress.wordpress.com, which I'm running for almost 14 years, serving the humanity with a lot of insights, lot of future predictions, and a lot of Mother Nature wrath which has to be averted, or which they must be careful about. So as a personal disclaimer, I say Sjsrana has never taken anything from in form of any way, which is cash, money, visa, international visa, bounties, car, vehicle. Yeah, no car, no vehicle, no property, nothing from the racist, fascist, devil's delivery agents of India, which have been serving constantly, relentlessly the devils of India, racist, fascist devils. Some of them are rapists also, for past 1 year, constantly around my neighborhood. So as you are aware, the world leadership is aware. Not many folks you are aware, but those who are participating, the fraudsters, the India scammers, thugs around my neighborhood are all aware how they have been scamming the US, the world leadership. But now Donald Trump is aware of that. I told you in my 2-3 videos earlier that Donald Trump is aware of that, because I was indicating you that his time has come. He will be back again, crowned as president. So I was telling and repeating that statement again and again, that Donald Trump knows about it. So folks, this is what is going on, because this is a bigger gameplay which normal people don't understand. I don't want to divulge much about it, but I'm just going to alert and disclaimer that all around my neighborhood, a lot of people who have scammed, who have become thug, who have become racist, fascist in past also, and past 1 year relentlessly grabbing, begging international visa, hijacking females, girls, and a lot of them were raped. Some of them were terrorized, whatnot. So if Diddy Combs doing this sex trafficking or abuse of many females is in jail, Jeffrey Epstein is in jail, Harvey Weinstein is in jail, even Ghislaine Maxwell, the lady, the girlfriend of Epstein, as you are aware, is in jail. So how come there is no jail time for India sex trafficking agents or people who are participating in getting the deliveries of females or terrorizing them? So that is the power of BJP. I tell you, I have been telling you, BJP has become little bit towards the racism and fascism, and BJP is the ruling power, and I directly label them that they are basically responsible for the rapes in the country. They cannot simply close eyes and say we are not responsible. The rapes are increasing in the country, and very gruesome, brutal rapes are increasing. A lot of turmoil regarding the communal violence is increasing. So I hold them responsible because they are the rulers of the country and the nation. And obviously, a lot of different nations are now having some sort of exposure. They are exposing the India government, and whatnot is going on. I'll discuss that later, but right now that's not my topic. But just to let you know, the rapes have increased when the BJP is ruling the India. It's not decreased, it's increased, and females are getting hijacked, they're getting terrorized. Lot of radical right wing of India, basically the rulers in access to that, and state sponsored terrorism is getting involved in it. I'm telling you all these things because this has been going on. Many are aware. Some leaderships may not be aware because they don't get that much of time, but now they are getting to know what India is developing into. And I just want to tell you that I ask all of them to follow the path of mankind, follow the path of humanity, follow the path of truth. Try to be compassionate towards everyone, and try to have peaceful coexistence, and don't try to threaten or terrorize the females, because you can see the results which has taken place. And recently, you must be amazed, Harvey Weinstein. Yep, Harvey Weinstein, who has been trying to juggle out and say, that he can come out of this, his karma, bad karma and deeds. He's suffering from cancer now. So yep, he has declared he's having cancer, and so world is not astonished, surprised, because the devil's karma or the black deeds you do is always going to coil back, folks. I keep reminding them and reminding everyone again and again. So my part here is to rekindle the growth, the humanity part in it. And I told you I don't talk to strangers around my neighborhood, because you never know who is racist, rapist, racist, devil, who is delivering females around or who is raping females around. I don't talk to people around my neighborhood, and strangers especially, because there's a lot of things going around in India. You have to have devil mindset, or to be open devil mindset, to basically talk with anyone around your neighborhood, or people around your neighborhood, or strangers around your neighborhood. So that's why I'm very picky and choosy. I don't want to mingle up with the people who have a racist, fascist, rapist, devil's agenda in their mind, or they have the tendency to grab, steal, hijack, mislead, deceit, deception. I don't mingle with those people. So you'll never find me with them. Either it's me alone or these people around. So I have a popular saying which I've been telling you again and again. It takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. So that's the statement I've been repeating to you guys. And one of the statement I've coined is, if you can't enjoy company of yourself, you can't have others enjoy company of yourself. So that's my statement. Okay. So as you can see, I'm on my car. I'm about to leave. This is about 1300 hours IST Indian Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. India Standard Time, and about to leave for some important errands. And obviously, there's celebration of Trump victory, so you have to have some sort of little party around. So I just enjoy my company myself alone, folks. That's the best company you can have. So I'm about to leave, and this is what I'm trying to share with you is that lot of imposters, impersonators, thugs, scammers around my neighborhood are basically becoming imposters, and they're becoming impatient, and they're trying to forge some misleading statements or misleading false statements about many people. So that doesn't help. So strangers are here, which are basically, many times I've seen, they are racist, fascist, rapists. So in past 1 year, lot has transpired around my neighborhood, and a lot of leadership is aware of that, and they know what is going around, and they are taking account of it. Now, since Donald Trump has taken the victory, has taken the stage back on the block. So I had indicated in my emails, back on the block, which is from Quincy Jones. It's very sad to see him leave this world. Quincy Jones was one of a very good personality. However, he had a lot of problems with the relationship issues. So he had to change a lot of relationship. I don't know what goes on with him. That was some sad story about him, or maybe he was in a bad luck with the female or ladies. But anyways, other than that, he has contributed a lot to the world. I do listen to Quincy Jones, and he did leave the world just few days ago, folks. However, again, back on the block. As you can see, I'm just at the noon time leaving, about to leave, and I'm preparing for some important work which I have to cover this evening. And I'll be back by evening, most likely by 9 I'm back, as I am going to share the video with you. So folks, the victory which has happened to the US president, this was very close race though, but it did happen to have a lot of swing voters swing the whole thing to the red. So it wasn't blue, it was red, and as you can see, a lot of people were surprised. But I was not. I did indicate you many times. I told you I'm not going to divulge, I'm not going to give you the clear indications who is going to win the president, because as in past, every time I have done this prediction, people, state-sponsored terrorism, who is having 24/7 surveillance over me. I don't know for what reason they surveillance. I have no idea, but they have 24 by surveillance over me, and I don't know. I'm just a saintly person. I don't get involved with any of the metaphor, morons, gimmickry or tricks around my neighborhood, or the racist faces, rapist devils. But it could be that India state-sponsored terrorism wants to target the innocent people, the saints, so somehow they can label some of their blame to them. That could be a part of India's strategy. I don't know, but a lot of things are going around, and I just keep reporting to you for last 14 years. I don't care about them, what they try to put a pressure on me, or tactics, or there you can say intimidation tactics from India racist faces people, and also from the government, which is basically very spooky sometimes. So India government has been exposed by Canada, folks, which you are aware. So that's one thing which you are coming to know. More and more nations will expose India, because India has been trying to become like a wolf in a sheet of sheep. So that has been exposed. Their criminal cronies, their criminal activities across the globe are coming to light. Also, Canada has labeled India as the cyber threat to Western nations, specifically to Canada. But they are working on to see where all India agents or India agencies, Dole tactics, Dole dirty tactics. Dole is a secret agent of India, and he is always known for the dirty tactics. Basically, most of racist faces tactics comes from Dole, which is a right arm of Amit Shah, which has come to limelight from I7, I5 intelligence. So a lot of things are uncovering. See, people don't blame for nothing. If you're doing behind the scenes some of the bad deeds or something malign, you'll be limelight sooner or later, folks. That's why I always say, stay clear of your intentions. Have your pure intention thoughts always, and stay clear of the wrong people. Don't get mingled with them. As you can see, I always live my isolated life for one reason, that I don't want to get mingled with some wrong people, bad intentions, malice people, or they're having racist faces, rapist thoughts. It's better to stay alone than to be with them. So all I want to say is, a lot of things are going around in the world now. Since Trump has taken the lead, he'll be president now. There's going to be a lot of big things, big changes which are going to come to US. I tell you, folks, I'm already seeing it. So all in all, I'm going to give you some indications what Trump is going to do ahead, because as always, I promise you to give you the future ahead so that you can prepare, you can be better serving the humanity. That's my intention. So as you can see, for now, I'm just going to share that I'm coming back at about 9 p.m. 900 hours. You can say 2100 hours. India Standard Time. Yeah, I'm giving you Standard Time right now. I'm not going to give you the UTC or EST at the moment, because my focus is more on things around here. So I'm basically, as you can see, entering my entrance. This is 9 p.m. November 6th, India Standard Time. Yeah, so I had to do a lot of errands today, a lot of important work. So I was out for almost 7-8 hours. So I'm back on the block. So, folks, coming back to the U.S. president elections and how it came to being, and how it came to become such a shocking event for most of the people. See, this election, which is basically for 2024, was much awaited, and a lot of nations were waiting that who is going to be the next president, because there were a lot of you can say some sort of insecurity the world was feeling right now. Already, as you know, the world is facing a lot of wars. Russia-Ukraine war has been going on for more than 2.5 years. You also are aware that Israel is getting very activated. Israel, Hezbollah, Hamas war is ongoing, and also the Iran war. So Israel-Iran war is very on the brink of war now. I mean, if they go direct, I tell you, then it's going to be a regional war very soon. So it is more likely looking like that. But now, since the U.S. president has been elected, Trump basically is a person, is a businessman, as you're aware, business tycoon, and he knows how to make the deal. So I don't know what he's going to do, but it seems likely he's going to do some sort of deal making. Yeah, some deal making will be around with Trump, and he may try to basically put Putin, Ukraine, Zelensky, and all these other people on the table, and try to see what he can do as a deal. So if he wins the deal, then he can also be called as a peacemaker. But I tell you, folks, it's very tough. So even though Trump may try, I'm giving that prediction ahead to Trump. Maybe Trump is going to take the lead from here, that it is not that easy. Putin is already fed up and already has given up a lot of things. Already the troops are advancing because of the North Korea. Since North Korea has joined the Russian war front, It's become very, very critical now because the NATO is totally upset and furious. I tell you, NATO is totally furious now with North Korea joining the Russian counterpart and against the Ukraine, which is basically now the whole platoon is based on the north of Ukraine. So that has become very dangerous situation now. It's very precarious now, and this the World War situation or World War III is basically coming into light. So I've already predicted for hashtag MAY 2025 END. So as you can read on my articles, and we are going to see some sort of big developments next year, 2025. So before Trump takes to the presidency, there are going to be some events which are going to be major events. So, folks, I'm basically now done with my parking of the car. I've been trying to park my car inside my front yard nowadays because just to give you a small hint, a small tidbit that my car was suddenly in a in a shock wave. Basically, I found all my electrical components of the car got damaged all of a sudden. My car was parked outside. It is about 15-20 days ago, and I started to start my car. I've given that video also to you, and all of a sudden all my electric components in the car, major components, were all damaged, which is quite shocking and surprising, not only to me but to the dealer where I got my car repaired. For last 15-20 days I was quite busy. I had to repair this car, get it to my the OEM, original manufacturer, which is in this case Suzuki, Maruti, and I had to give them for at least 10 days to get it repaired. Yep. And they were shocked too. The technician said, "How could you have a car which was basically running 15 days?" So the analysis all across the globe, and the US specifically, the media outlet is doing the analysis on this election 2024 US elections, and we see a lot of different thoughts, and people are trying to see what the US citizen decided this time, why they wanted to make Republicans the hold the key of the Senate and become the majority, and also have Donald Trump win the election. So a lot of thoughts are going around. I'm just going to just share some of the glimpses, my thoughts, because these are tidbits which you can see excerpts from other various media outlets. So there's a big contrast between Donald Trump and Harris policy. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump had a big contrast this time. Their policies were not much matching, unlike other past presidents' elections where they were neck to neck or they were having a lot of similar policies. Where you can see Kamala Harris or the Biden administration had an open policy on immigration. Donald Trump, right from 2016, had taken it hard on illegal immigrants, folks. That is one of the major winning streak for